Hello, my name is Whitney Hawkins, and today we're going to be going through tasks. We're going to go through tasks on a few different levels. We're going to go through job-specific tasks. We're going to go through just a basic generic task that does not have to do necessarily with anything job-specific. We're going to go through tasks on companies as well as subtext. We're going to start first with a job-specific task. At this point, we want to make sure that we are logged into the job that we're wanting to add the task for, and we want to make sure that we are on the job detail page. From the job detail, we want to make sure that we are clicking on our tasks tab. Tasks can be entered into the system by anyone for any other person within the office as long as they are given the permission to do so by your admin. You can add a new task by clicking on new task, and it's going to open up this field right down here. Your task type is mandatory, so you do have to have that in order to save the task. You will have options in your drop-down menu. You also have the ability to free type in this field if your drop-down menu does not follow along with what you're wanting to put in. I'm going to go ahead and choose for my drop-down. You're then going to want to choose your due date. When do you want to make sure this is completed by? Let's say I want to make sure this is completed by Friday. Now I'm going to put in my detail. What do I want to make sure happens for this task? I'm going to say follow up with adjuster regarding estimate approval. Okay, so very simple to the point. You can put in as much detail as you need. You do have plenty of space here, so if you need to put in more, you can. We're going to skip past the resolution field because this will be filled in when the task is being completed. You want to make sure that you are assigning this task. It's automatically going to assign it to whoever it is that's signed into the site adding the task. So if you're assigning it to somebody else, you want to make sure that you just come in here, delete the name, and start typing in the name of the person that you want to assign it to. Okay? Now, at this point, the system does not send an automatic notification when you add a new task into the system. So when you're adding a job-specific task only, you have the ability to send a quick email, which will send an email to the person you have assigned to this task, telling them that they have this task assigned. So except for, instead of hitting the add button, we want to click on the quick email button. What this is going to do is generate an email. As you see here, it's going to send it to me because I have assigned it to myself. It's going to give me the job information, and then it's going to give me my task. Okay, all I need to do is click on send email, and it's now going to send. It will tell me my email was sent successfully. The system will automatically refresh. It's going to add my task into the system, and it's going to send me an email telling me that I have a new task. Okay, now if I'm wanting to come in and complete my task, all I have to do is come back into the job. All I need to do is click once on the task that is assigned to me, type in my resolution, spoke with adjuster, estimate has been approved. And then all I need to do at this point is come down here and click on complete. Now it does not send out an email notification when the task is completed. It only sends out an email notification when the task is created, so you will have to follow up to make sure that the task is completed. And if you notice here in my email, I did receive the task, and this is exactly what the layout looks like when it is sent to you in email. Okay, now we're going to look at tasks for just a generic task in itself. We're going to go to the to-do tab, and we're going to click on tasks. This can be a task for anything. Again, it's not job specific. It's not for a company. It's not for a subtech. It's just a task that has been added for you to make sure you get done. So we're going to come down here and click on add. Again, we're going to go through it just like we did when we were on the job detail page. You have the same options in your drop down. You can type something in if you would like. Let's say pick up vehicle. Okay, so description is going to be pick up vehicle on the north side that is ready at the dealership. Okay, very simple. I'm going to scroll down. Again, I'm going to choose my due date. When do we have to have this done by? We need to make sure we have this done by Thursday. I'm going to make sure I assign it to the person I want to assign it to, and I'm going to click on save. Again, the only area that you can send out an email notification is on the job detail page. So a generic task, does not send out an email. Okay, now here is my new task that I have added, pick a vehicle. Okay, same thing happens if I want to complete the task. I can come in here and click on the task. I need to, double click on the task to open it up. Type in my resolution. Back to the shop and fill with gas. Okay, now I can go ahead and come down here. I want to make sure that I mark my status as complete. Date completed. I can type in the date that I completed it. And then I'm going to click on save, and it's now going to complete my task. Okay, now we're going to look at tasks on a company-wide basis. We're going to go into the Companies tab. We're going to choose the company that we want to enter in the task for. It's going to be a lot like it was on the job detail page. We're going to click on our Tasks tab. And we're going to go through just as we did before. We're going to click on New Task. We can type in our own follow-up with agent for losses. Let's say I'm going to follow up with them in a week. I talked to them today, so I'm going to follow up with them in a week. Follow up with agent regarding large losses. Okay. Now I want to make sure I'm going to assign it to myself. This is generically, or I'm sorry, this is typically used for sales marketing department. So when they are coming in and adding in a task for a specific company, it's typically going to be a task for them to do a follow-up or for them to make a phone call or something like that. So you're typically going to be assigning it to yourself, but you can assign it to someone else if you wish. You can choose a specific contact. So if I want to choose Dave Jones from Allstate, this is the task that I have, and it's specifically with Dave Jones. Okay, so now all I need to do is click on add, and it's now going to add my task into the system for this specific company. Here it is right here. I'm going to go through the complete process the same way. I'm just going to click on it one time. I'm going to come down here and follow up with my resolution. Okay, now all I need to do is click on complete, and again, it's going to now mark my status as complete in the system. Okay, again, this part is more used for the sales marketing department, as this is how they're going to keep up with their follow-ups and their relationships with their companies. Now we're going to go through subtext. We're going to come up to the top and click on our subtext tab. We're going to choose the subtext that we want to enter this in for. We're going to click on tasks, new task, and then we're going to go through this the exact same way. Send invoice to sub, okay? I want to make sure that I get this invoice sent by Friday. Send invoice for job ID number, and then if you want to type in your job ID, you can. Again, you have the ability to assign it to someone else if you wish to. We're going to click on add. The subtext area for tasks will be used by your accounting department. It can also be used by your estimators and project managers to keep up with their subs and techs as well. I'm going to go in here and complete it the exact same way by clicking once, type in the resolution, sent invoice, click on complete, and it's now going to complete my task in this specific subtext. If you have any questions about tasks or how to use them or how to add or complete them, please make sure that you reach out to your direct trainer, or you can also email into support at any time. We are always here to help you with any questions or concerns or issues that you might have. I hope this was helpful for everybody. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much.